now, a wood chopping time quick tip. Hello, fellow wood chopperoos. The Big Chopperoo and Safety Dan here.
Hey.
And instead of a quick tip for all you woodworkers out there, today I thought I'd do a tip for all you DIYers. Many homeowners like to do home improvements, and one of the improvements that they'll do is they'll either add new carpet or new hardwood flooring. Now, whether you do it yourself or have a professional company do it, you'll probably find that now your doors will be rubbing on your new floor. Now, the obvious solution is to cut the doors down. So, here's how I do it. Let's say that this is the door that I want to cut down. Now, the first thing of importance you need to know is exactly how much you're going to cut off. I like a 1/4 inch gap between the clearance of my floor and the bottom of the door. Now, I'm not just going to guess at this. I'm going to get an accurate measurement. So I'm going to use my tape measure, and I'm going to get a measurement from the top of the flooring to the bottom of my hinge. Now on my door, I'll measure from the bottom of that hinge to my measurement, which was 6.5. But don't forget to subtract that 1/4 inch. Then I'll set that measurement on my combination square. The second thing of importance to me is what side I'm going to make the cut on. Now, cutting can result in splintering, and I want the splintering to be on the least noticeable side. For me, in my case, I usually keep my doors open. Thereby, I'll have the splintering on the inside, leaving the outside of my door good. Splintering is a result of the saw blade tooth exiting through the wood. So keep in mind which method you're going to use. If you're using a circular saw, well, the blade rotates upward. Thereby, the splintering will be on the top. If you're using your table saw and a sled, well, the blade rotates downward, causing the splintering on the bottom. This will make a difference when you cut your door. I'm going to be using my circular saw to make this cut, so I've got the good side down. And I wanted to protect that by putting a blanket on my sawhorse. I also want to protect the top side from getting scratched, so as an extra precaution, I like to coat the bottom of my circular saw with some cardboard. Now, as I mentioned before, I want to avoid as much splintering as possible, so I have 2 tips to help eliminate that.
Use blue or green tape and apply it to the surface of the door.
And then draw your pencil mark. My second tip is, I also like to pre-sever the wood fibers by using my knife and scribing a line. Then I'll make the cut. The result is a nice, smooth, clean-edged cut.
Woohoo!
One last tip. If you cut too much off the bottom of your door, leaving your hollow core door, well, say hollow, save that piece, and with a sharp chisel and a plane, you can peel off that veneering, put some glue on it, and put the solid part back in the bottom of your door. Well, there you go. Do these tips and you'll have nice, clean cut, good fitting doors.
Chad, what about adding a window?
I don't think we have time for anything like that.
Sure we do.
Well, I guess that's one way of doing it. Well, if you like what you saw, subscribe to us on YouTube.
Or you can join us on Facebook.
And don't forget about the blog. Well, there's one more thing I gotta do.
Chad, I think it's time for you to dance.
Oh, yeah.
Support for this program provided by
Kitty, kitty, kitty.